the third quarter and after the fourth quarter. All right. What are they doing? They're kicking off already.
Number 21, Kente Bass.
Who's that back there for them? 15?
21.
21 got it. Well, the Red Hounds kicking away. Matt Phillips on the kick and is fielded by Kenty Bess. And Bess takes the football up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be Danville football. They'll have it 1st and 10 from there. Corbin on top 6-0. The Matt Phillips extra point blocked.
Byron Jones hustling down on a kickoff that time for Corbin, one of the tacklers.
Quarterback Colin Rogers, he's going to flip it out now to the left side. It'll be taken over there by Jay Bowling, and Bowling moves it up good yardage up near first down up to about the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down now for the Admirals of Danville, the defending AA champions here in the state of Kentucky, 2 out of the last 3 years.
Well, Dave, we've seen Danville early in the game. They were able to move the football, too. As you know, the fumble stopped their drive. So I don't think this is going to be a low-scoring game. A lot of points, I think, will be scored.
And once again, Danville football. Handoff goes to the left side.
Joel Gray, the ball carrier.
And Joel Gray, the ball carrier, takes it out to the left side up to about right about the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down now for Danville. They still like about 1.5 yards for the first down. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. In the first period of play, Corbin on top 6-0. Danville, the team in blue, the Red Hounds, the team in red. The 1992 football season underway. It's an impressive schedule also for Corbin. We'll tell you more about that a little bit later. Corbin comes back next week as they will take a trip to Kaywood. The week after that, they will entertain Bell County, the 3A champions from last year. And the week after that, they will travel to Glasgow, a team in AA that beat Corbin last year in a very exciting football game. We're going to come out and measure this one, but it's still like about a football length for the first down for Danville, so it brings up still 3rd down. And let's call it about a football for the Admirals. And Burley, very good schedule for Corbin this year. They've got a lot of good teams on the schedule. The district teams looking a lot better this year than they have in a couple of years past. Danville football. Colin Rogers, the quarterback, hands off straight up the middle. And it is enough for the first down.
Robbie Wilson on the carry.
Wilson on the carry that time, and that will be enough for the first down for the Admirals of Danville.
And Matt Phillips.
So 1st and 10 for Danville from the 48-yard line.
Defensively for Corbin tonight, on that front line is Brent Willoughby at one end, Matt Phillips is the other one, Jason Noel at one, Sean Sargent the nose guard, and Travis Smith the other tackle.
Rogers in behind center, hands off straight up the middle and across the 50-yard line down to about the 49 before he goes down in a sea of red after a gain of a couple of yards.
Wilson, the ball carrier.
Is once again Wilson.
The linebackers for Corbin tonight, Chris Shackelford saw a lot of action there last year. The coach's son, Chad Adams, is the other one. Chris Okuma, Frankie Hilton, the corners. The halfbacks are Patrick McCown and Jason Easted.
Danville keeps it in the wishbone. Pitch out goes to the left side to number 32, Nathan Harris. And Harris close to a first down as he crosses the 45 down to about the 42-yard line.
Along with Matt Phillips.
Matt Phillips in on that tackle.
Big crowd on hand here tonight, Dave.
Very
Danville
good
looks
crowd.
like they've got a lot of people over there, as well as Corbin, a lot of faithful people, a lot of people located in the Lexington area out tonight.
This is my 3rd Thoroughbred Bowl game, Burley, and I think this is probably the best crowd I've seen here.
Nice crowd.
Overall.
Comfortable night for football.
Well, Danville keeping it in the wishbone, working off the left side of the field on the left hash marks right now, down at about the 42.5, 43-yard line, close to a first down. They like about a football again here, but it's 3rd down and about a football for Danville with 4:25 left to go in the first period of play. Danville ranked number 1 preseason in Class AA. The Corbin Red Hounds ranked number 4. Wide out to the right side goes number 28, Kerry Shark. Handoff, though, goes up to number 11, Joel Gray, and Gray will get enough for the first down as he crosses the 40 and goes on down about the 39-yard line. Well, they'll make that about the 36-yard line. A little better yardage than I thought he had. So that'll be 1st and 10 for Danville from the 36.
Danville offensively, Dave, really starting to move the ball nice right now as they have a combination of an inside-outside game. They've yet to throw a pass.
Wide out to the right side goes Robbie Langford. to the far side. Penalty flags fly, and that'll be against Danville. It'll be a 5-yarder. All sides against the Admirals. That'll move them back from the 37 to the 40, or rather from the 36 to the 41-yard line. So with 4:09 left to go in the first period, Corbin leads 6-0 Danville football. They've got it first and about first and about 14 from the 41-yard line. And we're going to have a pass. It's going to be dropped by number 87, Robbie Langford, over on the right side. Langford had the football right in his hands, but he couldn't hold it. And that'll bring up now a second down.
Just a little out pattern there by Langford. They tried to isolate him one-on-one with Jason Eastep. Jason backed off pretty good, came up, and even had he made the catch, it wouldn't have been for very much again. So good defense that time by Eastep.
3:57 left to go. First period to play. Corbin leads 6-0. Danville football, second down and still facing about 14. They'll line it up in the wishbone. Colin Rogers, the quarterback. Rogers fakes it to one guy, gives it off to Gray. Gray spins down to the 39, and he's going to be dumped. Yes, sir, dumped right on the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss, about a half a yard on the play. They'll bring up third down now for Danville.
Willoughby, Phillips, McCowan, Sargent, several Red Hounds there that time. As Corbin, the most impressive thing I've seen about this team this year is they are flying to the football, and a lot of people getting in there on defense and really making contact, and that's a good sign early in the year.
Danville stays in the wishbone. Here is Rogers back to pass. He's going to throw it long. It's going to be overthrown, almost picked off by Frankie Helton. Corbin over his head, and that'll bring up fourth down now and still about 13, 14 yards for Danville. So the Admirals will have to kick it away. You know, more Corbin players this year barely playing both sides of the ball than we have seen probably in the last, I don't know, at least 5-6 years for Corbin.
Well, they have, but they've got some good backup people that can come in, I think, down in the interior line and the offensive line. But starters, yes, they both sides. They're going to play both sides of the ball.
As Danville gets ready to punt it away, back to receive for Corbin. Pat McCowan's back there, also Jason Eastep. McCowan will call for the fair catch and let it bounce in front of him. And it'll go to bounds at about the 5-yard line. So it's Red Hound football. They'll have it first and 10. Looks like on about the 7. With 3:13 to go in the first period, Corbin leads 6-0.
Corbin really backed up right here today, but as you've seen early in the game there, they were able to move the ball on the ground, a combination of inside out, and this would be an important drive right here, should they be able to get this thing out there and get good field position back.
Corbin, as we told you, has had good luck in the Thoroughbred Bowl. The Red Hounds were winners here in 1985. They beat Lafayette 17-7. In 86, they beat Danville 15-12. In 88, they beat Boyd County 30-13. In 89, they beat Bryan Station 27. 1990, they lost to Fort Thomas Highlands 27-14. And Corbin football handoff straight up the middle across the 10-yard line up to about the 11. And we'll get the ball carrier there for you.
McCowan, I think.
Pat McCowan, the ball carrier on that play.
Frankie Helton now goes in the game. Frankie new to football this year. He played, of course, as a freshman. Didn't play sophomore, junior year. Back out, and I think a big help to Corbin.
Well, he's got speed. I can say that much for him. And Frankie, an outstanding basketball player. And he's going to go wide out to the right side. That'll be the near side of the field. As the Red Hounds now facing a second down here. Second and about 7 yards. And the whistle blows. And probably something against Corbin that time. And it was. Illegal procedure against the Red Hounds.
Delay a game.
Delay a game against the Hounds. That'll bring up now, still be second down, but that'll be at 11 or 12 for the Hounds instead of 6 yards. Now Jason Eastep and Frankie Helton both in the football game. Checking out number 20, Chris Okuma, with 2:07 left to go here in the first period. Danville, number 1 in AA. Corbin, ranked number 4 preseason. Matt Phillips, the long setback, triples out to the left side. Helton, Eastep, and Pat McCowan out to the left. Mauser will hand it off straight up the middle, and going nowhere with it is Phillips, and he'll go down at about the 5-yard line, as Danville read that play very well.
Good defense by the Danville that time. They set everybody out here hoping that they would loosen it up in there. We'll get them one-on-one in there for our big guys and maybe bust that thing. But Danville really played to the ball pretty good.
So 1:40 left to go and counting down here in the first period. Corbin does lead 6-0, but facing now a third down and about 12, 13 yards. Mauser takes a snap. He's going to pitch it back, get a free kick from Phillips. He kicks it down to the 40. It will bounce to the 44-yard line, and Danville will take over there. Good decision that time by the Redhounds. But it'll be Danville football here with 1:19 left to go in the first period. They got good field position. The Admirals will have it at the 44-yard line of Corbin. Good night for football. You know, last year, I don't want to jinx us, Burley, but last year we had some outstanding football weather. Did it rain a game last year?
I don't remember one. If it did. No, I can't recall it.
I remember the field at Everett's was a little bit muddy, but I think it rained like the day before or something like that. It didn't really rain on the game day. But it is Danville football. The Admirals line it up in the wishbone. The quarterback is number 7, Colin Rogers. With 1:05 left to go here in the first period, he's going to pitch it out to Gray, and Gray takes the football down across the 40 to about the 37-yard line. After a good gain, but that'll bring up second down now for Danville.
Danville's so explosive out of that backfield, Dave. Looks like Corbin seems to have them maybe pinned in, and then all of a sudden they come squirting out of there.
Well, I've had people call me all week long and tell me how quick Danville was, and I can see now where they definitely knew what they were talking about. And Danville football, as it'll be Gray once again this time from the right side. Gray will be taken down at about the 33-yard line. But that is enough for a first down, bringing up 1st and 10 for the Admirals.
Time Frankie Hilton really played that. They were able to pick up the first down, but Frankie Hilton played that pretty good over here. He got a little help from Chris Schaffer, but Frankie did a nice job right there.
Wide out to the left side, number 88, Ernie Lake. Wishbone in behind the quarterback, Rogers. He's going to pitch it back to Harris, and Harris is going to be taken down at about the 27-yard line after a gain of still about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Willoughby's making him get rid of the football, Dave, as the first quarter comes to a close here.
And that is the end of the first period of play. At the end of one, the Corbin Redhounds lead the Admirals of Danville 6-0 at the Thoroughbred Bowl in Lexington. Back with quarter number 2 in 60 seconds. This is Redhound football on WCTT T107. Thorman.
Hell of a job. Proud of you.
Thoroughbred t-shirts.
I'll give one live after the break. Okay, all right, you got an ID card? Okay. All right, just go ahead and stick it in there at the break then, okay? Everything sounded okay? All right. All right. We're going to beat them.
I hope so.
A great night for football. The Thoroughbred Bowl, the 1992 edition from Tates Creek High School in Lexington. The team in blue has it right now. That's Danville, but they trail the Corbin Redhounds by a score of 6-0. Danville facing second down and 5 yards from the 27-yard line. Pitch back goes to Gray along the right side, and not much running room for Gray. He'll be drove out of bounds. Yeah, got a pretty good gain on that down at about the 22, I guess, Burley. And, you know, you think there's not much room for Gray, but he's so quick, number 11. He can make something out of nothing.
He's out there before you know it, Dave, and once he gets the corner turned, he's extremely difficult to bring down.
Matter of fact, he took that ball across the 20 all the way down to, well, about the 19.5-yard line. That's enough for a first down for Danville. So just underway here in the second period. Danville football. They line it up in the wishbone. Rogers rolling out to the left side. He's going to keep it. He's down to the 15, down to the 10. Ball's loose, but recovered by Danville. Corbin player couldn't get on it. Number 20, I think, for Danville jumped on the football. Jeff Kinley. So it'll belong to Danville, as that time the quarterback Rogers coughed it up, but Corbin unable to get on it. So that's going to bring up now first and goal here for the Danville Admirals from about the 9.5-yard line. Wide out to the right side, number 28. That is Jose Pope. But it's going to be kept once again by the quarterback Rogers, and he'll take it down to the 6-yard line, and he'll go down there. Pat McCown on the tackle, also Chris Shackelford, number 23, over there to help out for Corbin.
Danville extremely quick in there, Dave.
And knocking on the door right now, Burley Foley, with 11:05 left to go here in the second period. Out to the left side, number 14, David Durham. Wishbone in behind Rogers. Rogers fakes to the first guy, keeps himself, and takes it in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Colin Rogers and the Danville Admirals with 10:53 left to go here in the second period of play.
Well, this will be an offensive football game. I said that from the outset, and there's going to have to be a lot of points scored for the team, for the game's winner.
So Colin Rogers takes it in for the 6. Here is the kick. It's up, looks good. And it is good. Number 82 on the kick, John Vanderpool. And Danville goes on top 7-6 with 10:53 left to go in the second period. We'll be back. This is Red Hound Football on WCTT T107.
Danville 7, Corbin 6. For Corbin, number 5, Patrick McCown, and number 11, Frankie Olsen. Kicking off for Danville, number 82, John Vanderpool.
They're moving this game quick, man, I'm telling you. 7-6. Who was that? Michael White.
Who's going for kickoff on his 19-yard line. Tackled by Todd Harris.
7-6, Danville on top. Vanderpool with a kick. Michael White on the reception. He takes it up to the 28-yard line. And it'll be Corbin football from the 28-yard line, working off the right hash mark. 10:45 left to go. First half of play. Dave King and Burley Foley from Lexington's Tates Creek High School, the Thoroughbred Bowl, 1992 edition. Mark Mims, a big tight end, goes out wide to the right side. On the left side, looks like Jason Estep is over there. In the backfield, it'll be Okuma, McCowan, and Phillips. Okuma, the fullback. Now they're going to line up in the T, looks like. It'll be Mauser, the quarterback, ready to take the snap. Mauser takes the snap, rolling back, looking to pass. He's got a lot of pressure on him, lets it go, though. It's going to be caught by Estep, and he goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Nice job that time, Burley, by Jason Estep, just to catch the football before he got out of bounds.
It was. Danville came on a blitz that time, and Jody did a good job. He had to throw that ball while he was trying to run backwards, and Jason did a good job holding up there, not running out of bounds, and catching it. A good sideline judgment there by Jason.
Here's a lot of talk, Burley, about Corbin opening the offense up, going to be more wide open this year. Do you think there'll be a big difference for the Hounds?
Well, I think it's a team that they've got to do some of that. They don't have the numbers that they once had as far as depth, and I think you're going to see more of that, yes.
Handoff goes to Pat McCowan, and McCowan squirts across the 35 to the 36, 37-yard line, close to a first down. That'll bring up now second down and about a yard. Well, no, not that much, about a football length, looks like, for Corbin to the first down.
You know,
well, Corbin has. Last year, Corbin had, I think, just an overpowering offensive line. But with a line like Corbin had last year, had to run the football a lot. But this year, they don't have that, and maybe a good year to throw the thing a bit. Pat McCowan goes wide to the right side. Phillips and Okuma in the backfield. Mauser's looking back to pass. He's looking long. He's going to throw. It's going to be caught by Mims. Mark Mims with a catch at midfield, takes it down to the 48-yard line. First and 10 for the Corbin Red Hounds.
In the past, you know, a couple years, Dave, we've had some good skill people, but we've had one or two people really that could get out there and hurt people. I feel like we've got a balance of skill people on this team, and I think that's the big positive that can hurt people. The backs can all catch it, they can all run with it, and the receivers are extremely good.
Corbin sends 2 out to the left side. Mims in tight on the right side. Mauser will hand it off to Chris Okuma, and Okuma takes it down to the 45-yard line before he's dusted. That'll bring up second down, and we'll say about 7 yards for the Hounds from the 45-yard line of Danville. Well, as Burley told you, a good crowd on hand here. It's a good night for football. It's not hot. It's a nice, cool evening. It's not wet. It's good and dry, and an outstanding facility here, Burley. Just a good place, I think, to play some high school football.
It really is. Ken Cox and the Tates Creek people do an outstanding job here, and Coach Roy Walton, of course, been here at Tates Creek for a number of years.
Redhound football, McCowan, Okuma, and Phillips in the backfield. Handoff, well, no, here's Mauser going to let it fly. Throws it up high. It's going to be not caught by anyone. Ball falls down at about the 20-yard line. Mark Mims was down there, also Jason Eastep. And that'll bring up second down now for the Hounds.
That time it looked like Jody just hung that one up for Mark Mims. Mark went up but couldn't come down with it. Jody under a little bit of pressure as Danville seems to be blitzing some people in there, or sending some of those quicker people in there and put a little pressure on him. He's not able to get his feet set and throw the ball like he would like to, I don't think.
This time Pat McCowan, Jason Eastep, and I can't catch the other number there. Matt Phillips, a long setback onto the right side. Pitch off to McCowan. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. Down to the 34. First down for the Hounds. At McCowan on the reception. That'll bring up first and 10 for Corbin, deep inside Danville territory. Trailing 7-6 with 8 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the first half.
Just a little quick out here to Pat as the lineman went ahead and released off the line of scrimmage and got out here in the flat to protect him a little bit. And that's what they want to do with Pat. They want to try to get him out there and get him in one-on-one situations because he has good lateral movement and he has good speed.
So Corbin football, Chris Okuma. And once again, I can't catch a number of the other. That's Matt Phillips taking the handoff down to the 30-yard line.
Matt Phillips, the ball carrier.
On the first down play, that'll be a gain of around 4 on the play, 3.5, 4 yards. So Corbin driving in deep inside Danville territory, trailing here 7-6 with about 8 minutes left to go in the first half of play.
Impressive offenses from both teams. You know, there's not a lot of points on the board here in the first half, as I predicted, which I'm wrong as normal, but both teams able to move the ball, I think, fairly nicely.
Frankie Elton in for Corbin as Jody Mauser looks over Cotton Adams and says, we need a timeout. So we'll take a timeout. 7:51 left to go in the first half. 7-6. Corbin trails Danville in the Thoroughbred Bowl. We'll be back. This is Redhound Football on WCTT, T107.
They keep this shit up to be fun. They keep this shit up to be fun.
Thanks, sir. Where are you guys getting these Pepsis at?
I don't know. I'd like to have one, though.
See if that's a cola bill. They're in here somewhere. Yeah, just throw it in there where you can. Well, it's Corbin football facing now a second down and 7 yards. Ball on the 31-yard line of Danville. 7:51 left to go in the first half. The Hounds trailing Danville by a score right now of 7-6. Corbin will take it out of the tee this time. Mauser rolling out to the right side, wanting to keep it. He cuts it down to the 30. Flag on the play as he gets knocked down to about the 27-yard line. If he gets that flag, probably against Corbin. Hold against the Hounds. So it'll stay at second down, but Corbin will have to take the football back 10 yards. And we'll see where they put it at here eventually, but Jody Mauser on the keeper that time. They'll take it back to about the 41-yard line. So it's going to be second down for Corbin and instead of 7, about 12 yards.
Tough break for Corbin that time, Dave, because they would have had nearly a first down or close to a first down.
Well, not 2nd and 12. Let's call it 2nd and 16. 7 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the first half. Corbin lines it up in the I. Tailback is Phillips. The halfback, Okuma. Mauser, the quarterback. He's rolling back to pass. He's looking. Got lots of time. Lets it go for Jason Eastep. He's got the football, and he's out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Well, let's make it the 18. Good pass from Mauser. Good catch from Eastep, and the Hounds pick up the first down.
Well, that's a timing pattern over there. Is Jody just, he really let that one go, and he has a good, strong arm. And if he gets it close to Jason Eastep, most times he's going to come down with it because he's made 2 good catches there on the sideline. The line gave Jody nice protection that time and got to the first down. So I give the line a lot of credit there as they gave Jody time to set his feet.
And he laid that baby right in there. Jason Eastep pulling it in for the first down. 7:24 left to go. 7-6 Danville leads win the first half. Hand up to Okuma. Big hole for Chris down to the 10-yard line. Close to another first down for Corbin. Working off that left hash mark. The team in red driving against the team in blue, the Danville Admirals.
Corbin, very versatile. Looks like they can do a lot of things, and Danville an explosive team. So this is going to be a good one, I believe.
Yeah, I think you got number 1 and number 4 in AA, and
great way to open your season.
You definitely have to expect a good football game. Corbin lines it up in the inverted wishbone. Handoff goes to Okuma, and Okuma takes it down to the 5-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down, so Corbin will take it now first and goal right on the left hash mark with 6:45 to go here in the first half of play.
Chris Okuma, only 5'9", 170 for a fullback, but he runs big. He's a very, very determined kid. Made the switch from tailback to fullback this year and really is playing well out there.
Mark Mims will stay in tight on the left side. Wide out to the right side. Jason Eastep, number 12, as Mauser gets set to take the snap. Here is a snap. Handoff to Okuma. Okuma makes his way down near the goal line. He can't get over, but he's very close to the touchdown. Bring up 2nd down and goal for the Hounds. And they'll be on the, looks like what, about the 2-yard line there. Ball on the 2-yard line. Well, the 1-yard line, I guess they're going to say now. So Corbin with a 2nd down and goal from the 1, trying to retake the lead here from the Danville Admirals.
Chris with a nice little cut there. That time he ran out of room, made a little outside cut, got a couple more yards.
To the far side of the field, number 10, Chad Adams. In the backfield, Brent Willoughby, Matt Phillips, and Chris Okuma. They're going to invert the wishbone here as Mauser gets ready to take the snap, and he does. He's going to keep it on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown for Jody Mauser and the Corbin Red Hounds.
I think you're going to see Corbin go for 2 here after Jody picks up that touchdown. And, that'll put them back in pretty good shape should they be able to get it to score 12-7 now. Corbin got a player down.
And there is a Red Hound player down. I can't see who it is right now, but we'll check that for you. So Jody Mauser on a 1-yard run takes it in. Corbin leads now 12-7. Like Burley said, you probably are going to see the Hounds go for 2 here. Well, the old quarterback sneak. Remember Monday Night Football? You ever play that game, Monday Night Football?
Never did play it, but I've watched it.
Never did play the game. You put the little disc in there and you got to pick out the play you wanted to run.
I thought you meant, did I ever play? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
When I played that, I ran the quarterback sneak every play. I thought, well, it's 2nd, 20. I'm not going to expect the quarterback sneak. I'll run it.
For some reason, that doesn't surprise me, Dave, that you did that.
I won a lot of games on Monday Night Football, brother. I really did. I was like the champion. Till they figured I was going to run the quarterback sneak every time. Then
I talked to your little girl, and she said, that you were 12-0 against her. Travis Smith, the injured Red Hound, but he's up and off now. That offensive line for Corbin that time doing an extremely good job in there, Dave. Jeff Atkins at one tackle over there. Travis Smith, the injured player. Jeff Reedy, a senior in there, playing center. Sean Sargent, the right guard, and Big Sean Russell. Also, Mark Mims, one in, and Jason Eastep doing a nice job pushing Danville off the ball.
Well, Corbin scored with 6:21 to go in the first period. Chris Okuma, 2-yard run. Extra point was blocked. Then at 10:55 to go in the first period, it was Colin Rogers, the quarterback for Danville, scoring. The extra point was good, made it 7-6. And now Jody Mauser scored on a 1-yard run for the Hounds. And Corbin will, as Burley thought they might go for 2 here. McCowan wide to the right side. Mims in tight on the left. Mauser looking to pass. He looks, he throws. Knocked down by Danville, incomplete. So with 5:37 left to go in the first half of play, it's Corbin 12, Danville 7. We'll be back. This is Red Hound Football on WCTT T107. Found Big John down there, but I've lost it. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Number 42, Matt Phillips will kick off for Corbin. Take for Danville, number 21, Sensei Best, and number 15, Todd Harris.
Well, Corbin leads 12-7, 5:37 left to go in the first half. Matt Phillips is set to kick. And the kick is going to be taken by Danville at the 20 to the 25, up to the 30-yard line, and then drove down hard. Let me check the ball carrier there for you. Number 24, I think, on the carry for Danville.
Byron Jones down. Also Shane Romines. Looked like Mike White again down, hustling down. So pretty good kickoff coverage tonight considering the explosive speed of Danville.
Well, it'll be Danville football right between the hash marks on the 30-yard line. They'll take it there 1st and 10. The Admirals will keep it in the wishbone, looks like. As the quarterback Rogers will hand it off straight up the middle to, I think, Gray. We got a fumble on the play, though. Ball is loose. And let's see who comes out of there with it. It will be no signal from the officials. They're standing there like lumps of clay.
Well, the defense is
I
going to
guess it wasn't even fumbled the way they look at it.
The defense is going to be tested for Corbin tonight, Dave. Brent Willoughby in there at the end. Shane Creekmore, only a sophomore in there at the other end. In the secondary, Helton.
So Danville lines it up in the tee. Handoff goes to Harris. He's around the left side. He's up to the 40, down to the 45, across midfield at the 50. And Nathan Harris steps out of bounds. Pat McCowan runs him out of bounds right at midfield. That's going to be the 49-yard line of Danville, looks like. So the Admirals on the drive here, trailing 12-7, 4.5 left to go in the first half of play.
Coach Adams is thinking run, clock, run.
Danville lines it up once again. The pitch out will go off to the right side to Gray. He's got speed. Gray crosses the 50, 45 down to the 43-yard line. Down there. Not enough for the first down. That'll bring up a second down for Danville, but only about a yard. Yeah, let's call it 2-1 from the 42-yard line of Corbin.
Sean Russell goes in, replaces Travis Smith. Also in the game, Robert Gray now playing nose guard.
Danville once again lines up in the wishbone. Colin Rogers, the quarterback, hands it off to Nathan Harris. Left side this time. He's got the first, and he's going to be hit by Pat McCowan at the legs and brought down at about the 37-yard line. So that'll bring up now another first down for Danville. Driving on the Hounds here with 3:50 left to go in the first half of play. The clock, though, here in the first half working against Danville. The team in blue, wide out to the left side, number 28, Jose Pope. Rogers gives it to Harris. He's heading to the right side, cuts it down, and goes to the 30-yard line. And that'll bring up second down.
Danville really pursuing that right side right now, Dave. They're trying to get outside, and coach is saying run, clock, run.
And like you pointed out, very quick, too, Burley. Nathan Harris and Joel Gray, number 32 and number 11, they're just extremely quick football players.
Team that may win this game is the team that's got the ball last.
Right. Pope goes wide out once again to the left side, the far side of the field. Rogers hands it off to Gray. The ball pops loose, but it's going to be held by Danville. Robbie Wilson on the carry that time. It wasn't Reyes. Wilson. That is enough for the first down to the 25-yard line with 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Well, let's call it about the 29-yard line. Danville working off the right hash mark. Still using a wishbone in the backfield. Rogers turns, hands it off to Harris. Spins, nowhere to go, and he'll be dumped. Right on the scrimmage line. A host of Corbin players in there to bring him down. That'll bring up now second down for the Admirals.
Good defense that time by the middle of Corbin's line in there. Robert Gray, Creekmore, several Red Hounds in on the play. Also McCowan comes up.
Still a wishbone now for Danville. Still working off that right hash mark. Rogers is back to pass. He throws. It's going to be dropped. Dropped by number 88, Ernie Lake. Lake was wide open down near the 15-yard line. Hit right in his hands, but he dropped it. That'll bring up third down for Danville. Third and about 9. Another passing situation here for the Admirals.
Well, you've heard it before. It hit him in a bad place, Dave.
His hands?
Yeah.
I'd like to have been out there trying to catch. I could have caught that pass, Burley.
I couldn't. If it hits me in the hands, I don't have a chance. Only thing if it's stick in my head gear.
You got to get it right in the bread basket.
That's right. Something soft. Offsides.
And flags are flying everywhere. Offsides against Danville. That'll bring up still a third down. That'll move the Admirals back 5 more yards. Third and 14 for the Admirals. The defending AA champions, ranked number 1 in 2A, trailing Corbin here 12-7 in the first half of play with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to go.
Hey, and some people say maybe one of the better teams in the state, Dave, this Danville team.
They got a lot of good-looking athletes out there, Burley. That's for sure. Rogers, he's going to pass it. He's looking, screen pass. He's going to flip it out there to Lake. Lake going down the right side and knocked out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So Rogers gets a Lake. Not nearly enough for the first down. That'll bring up fourth. And still around 8 yards for Danville. The ball on the 22-yard line. They've got to get it down to, well, the 14-yard line, 13 or 14-yard line for the first down, looks like from here. They're calling it 4th down and 8. Danville will go for it. Wide out to the left side. Wishbone in behind the quarterback, Rogers. Rogers takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking, flips it over. It's dropped by Harris, and it'll belong to the Red Hounds. Well, Danville cannot complete on the 4th down. Right in the hands once again of Nathan Harris, but he couldn't hold on to the football, so Corbin will take it. And they'll have it on that 24-yard line with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the first half of play, leading 12-7. Burley got a 5-point lead. Only 2 minutes left to go in the half. How conservative do you get here?
Well, I think Coach Adams will try to kill the clock right here because we dodged somewhat of a bullet right there. But on that last offensive play of Danville's, I think had he even caught the ball, we would have been there defensively to stop him.
Corbin on the left hash mark. The ball is going to be marked on the 22-yard line officially. Corbin leading 12-7. Mauser will hand it off to McCowan. Got lots of room around the left side. He's at the 30, up to the 32, 33-yard line. Maybe enough for a first down. Good run that time by Pat McCowan. He's a little guy, as Burley told you, but Pat checks in at 5'7", 155 pounds, but he's got that speed, and he got around to the outside that time and took it all the way up to the 33-yard line.
I think Danville was expecting Corbin maybe to even kneel down or run it right in the middle, but that time Pat said, hey.
And Corbin, this time you see Pat McCowan going wide out to the right side, the far side of the field. And, Corbin just mixing people around very well. Phillips and Okuma in the backfield. Mauser rolling out to the left side. He's going to keep it this time, trying to cut it upfield. Nowhere to go. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Flag on the play. That'll be a late hit. Well, I think so.
Now, this changes the complex of the game right here as far as maybe trying to put some more points on the board because that's a personal foul. Should give us 15 more yards. And that's going to put us up here near midfield. So that gives you maybe a shot at the end zone with Jody's strong arm. I don't know what Coach Adams will do here, being what is so-called the underdog. I don't think so, but people around the state think Corbin was the underdog in this game. Maybe he'll choose to be conservative here, but this changes it just a little bit as to what you can do.
I'm like you, a lot of difference between being on the 34-yard line and being up on the 49-yard line. 15-yard penalty, late hit against Danville, personal foul. with 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go in the first half. Corbin leads 12-7. Got it right on the right hash mark. Okuma, McCowan, and Phillips in the backfield. They'll set it up straight across the tee. Full house and a flag on the play.
It's going to be illegal motion on us. We didn't get set that time on the right side right here. And you're right.
Illegal procedure against the Red Hounds. That'll be a 5-yarder. Brings up now first down and 15 for the Hounds. That'll move the football back to the 44-yard line.
Few mental mistakes here by both teams here in the first half. You know, Danville had the early fumble. Corbin with some penalties. Danville with some penalties. I feel like in the second half, both teams will settle down and probably play a little less, have a few less mistakes.
Yeah, I think for the first game of the year, though, Burley, really penalty-wise and giving the ball up, it's been a very well-played football game. I think both teams took care of it pretty good. Mark Mims a little bit late getting on, runs out to the left side. Jason Eastep wide to the right side, along with McCowan. And the ball dropped on the snap, picked up by Mauser. Well, not really by Mauser. I think it's picked up by somebody else up to about the 45-yard line.
Looks like Matt Phillips got back on it.
Matt Phillips recovers the fumble. Handoff was intended for Phillips to start with. And it'll bring up second down after no gain on the play with only 30 seconds left to go here in the half. Now, I guess you get down this time. Now, this one you can really start maybe trying to throw something or whatever, because Danville doesn't really have much of a chance of getting anything going if they get the ball back. Pat McCowan, Jason Eastep wide to the right side. Phillips and Okuma in the backfield, and, well, they got people running everywhere.
A little bit early day. We would like to mention that at halftime we'll have University of Kentucky tight end Corey Reeves on with us, former Corbin product, and we're anxious to talk to Corey and about what's going on up at UK with Bill Curry and the Kentucky Wildcats.
Yeah, I just saw an article in the paper the other day, Burley, where Corey is definitely the #1 candidate for that starting tight end spot right now.
There's no question about it. He has outstanding work habits, and we'll talk to Corey here in just a little bit. Right now we have a timeout.
And we have a timeout on the field. 17 seconds left to go in the half. It's 12-7. Corbin leads Danville. Be right back. This is Red Hound Football on WCTT T107. Thorman. We off the air?
You got a Kentucky schedule.
Fuck you, Bill.
You got a Kentucky schedule.
I just want to tell Bill go to hell. I want everybody to hear it. Do what?
You got a Kentucky schedule.
Play Central Michigan next Saturday.
Yeah, I know that.
Play Tennessee and people like that, you know.
Florida. Union.
Florida, yeah. Union. Is that Corey right there?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Doug got stats, Bill? 17 seconds left to go in the half. Corbin leads 12-7. With the football, facing now a second down and 20. Mauser pumps, goes back to the 30, lets her fly long. He's got McCowan. McCowan's got it down at the 20. And if the Hounds can get a timeout here, the clock is going to stop on about 10 seconds. They got a ball out on the clock, but looks like 10 seconds. Jody Mauser letting her fly to Pat McCowan down at the 20-yard line. So the Red Hounds have it first and 10 from the 20.
Letting her fly is right.
Absolutely. Eastep and McCowan go wide to the right side. Out to the left side is Frankie Hilton. Mauser's going to keep it around the left side, looking to pass. Pumps once, pumps twice, going to keep it and goes down in a bunch of blue players, and that will end the first half of play. Well, at the end of one half of play, your score, the Corbin Red Hounds 12, the Danville Admirals 7. Coming up at halftime, we'll check out the stat sheets. We'll also be talking as Burley Foley chats with University of Kentucky tight end Corey Reeves, All-Stater from the Corbin Red Hounds, and we'll do it all when we come back. Once again, Corbin 12, Danville 7 at halftime at the Thoroughbred Bowl. This is Red Hound Football on WCTT T107.
Why don't we do the interview first so we can go on and do the stats after that?
Give us 2 minutes, our Thor man.
I told him, Will.
All right. Boy, we'll talk just like we were sitting in the living room.
All right.
Be about 2 minutes. We'll take a 2-minute break.
I think it takes kind of an edge off some of those Corbin Somerset games and those Corbin Middlesboro games.
Well, it might, but you know, I remember the Somerset and Middlesboro games. If you didn't get there at 7:15, you didn't get a seat.
Right. Danville will be kicking away. To kick it will be number 82 for the Admirals. And it's going to be taken by Pat McCowan at the 20 to the 25 to the 30-yard line. Drove out. It's late hit, absolutely. Drove out of bounds and hit late. Number 22 for Danville piling on late. After Pat McCowan was out of bounds, that'll be a 15-yarder for the Corbin Redhounds, as it should be, Burley.
Well, that was a nice call that time because Pat was clearly down, and he got a late hit. So we're going to get a call here from the official now as he makes it official. And that'll tack on 15 yards, so Corbin will start with great field position as they have offensively been able to move the football tonight. In the first half, they lead 12-7.
And once again, stats in the first half of play for Corbin. Matt Phillips, 3 rushes, 4 yards. Okuma, 8 for 34. McCowan, 5 for 25. Mauser, 6 for 20. 22 rushes for 83 yards. Passing the football, Mauser 6 for 9 for 76 yards. And I cannot find my Danville roster here, Burley Foley. There it is. Corbin football, the Redhounds have it on the 44-yard line. They lined up in the inverted wishbone. Phillips and McCowan, as Mauser's going to keep, takes it across the 45, 46, 47, 48-yard line and down there. After a gain of around 4 yards on the play, that brings up 2nd and 6 for the Hounds. Just underway in the second half of play. We do appreciate you tuning in to Corbin Redhound football on WCTT and T107.
Corbin with a tough schedule this year, Dave.
Real tough schedule. It doesn't lighten up any at all, that's for sure.
Got 2 state champions from last year on the schedule.
Corbin, power eye to the right side. Pitch back goes to McCowan. He's at midfield. He's at the 45. He's at the 40, down to the 35, and stumbles his way. Well, they're going to say he's out of bounds at the 35-yard line, heading around that right side. Pat McCowan using the speed. You know, Burley, we heard all about the speed of the Danville Admirals, but the Corbin Redhounds definitely showing that they have some speed here, too, as Pat McCowan takes that one around the right side for some good yardage.
Well, they do. You know, he's a very quick kid, and he's deceptive. He has a little stop and go. Not a big kid, but I'm going to tell you what, his heart's that of a giant.
Corbin football, they line it up in the eye this time. The halfback, Okuma, the tailback, Phillips, wide out to the right side, McCowan. Pitch back, Phillips around to the left. And he's going to be horse-collared and taken down right on the 35-yard line, the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd down now for Corbin.
You know, Matt Phillips has a tough job. You know, he's one of those guys, he's a first down back, he's a 3rd and 1 back, and you take a lot of punishment in there. But Matt Phillips is a senior, he's a leader on his team, and we're going to see big things out of him before the year's over.
Corbin football working off the left hash. Pat McCowan goes wide to the right side, and tied on the left side is Frankie Helton in the backfield, Matt Phillips, and I believe, once again, Chris Okuma. Mauser, the quarterback, takes the snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking. He's getting some pressure. He's looking, going to take it himself down to the 35. Up back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. The Danville player down, but he's getting up. That'll bring up now 3rd down for Corbin. Mauser looking to pass that time, but nothing open downfield, so he had to keep it himself. He tucked his head in and take it down to the 35-yard line, and that brings up now 3rd down and still about 10 yards for Corbin. With 10 minutes left to go here in the 3rd period of play, Corbin leads 12-7. Big possession, Burley. How important, in your view, is it for Corbin to get something out of this first possession of the second half?
Well, I think if they don't get some points here, I think they need to at least leave Danville with bad field position.
McCowan goes out to the right, wide to the left side. Jason Eastep in the backfield. Okuma and Phillips in the eye as Mauser's dropping back, looking to pass. He's looking, going to throw it for Eastep. Oh, interference, no call on the play. Gee, Incomplete down at the 20-yard line. Jason Eastup was grabbed by the Danville player, and no call on the play.
I tell you what, that was a terrible call.
I don't like to officiate. They don't pay me anything for officiating, but
I don't
that was
either,
obvious.
It was obvious that Jason Eastep was grabbed.
Grabbed.
But, whoa. We call them like we see them, folks.
That's right. We do see a lot of red, but
That's right.
seriously, like I say, I don't like to officiate. They don't pay anything. They're paying those guys out there, but
this is not Blue Radio right now, is it?
Jason Eastup was grabbed. No kidding. He, if you want to check it out, watch the replay on Sunday night, brought to you by the Corbin Varsity Club, and you can see it for yourself. Corbin got the free kick this one, or punted away on 4th down. Matt Phillips do the punting. Gray is back to receive, and it will be out of bounds down around the 10-yard line. And it'll be Danville football. Well, Danville will have it. Their first offensive possession in the second half, and 9.5 left to go here in the second half of play. Corbin leads it by a score of 12-7. Looking at the scoring in the first half, Corbin got on top first at 6:21 in the first quarter. It was Chris Okuma, a 2-yard run. The extra point was blocked, which made it 6-0 Corbin. At 10:55 in the first quarter, it was Colin Rogers, the quarterback for Danville, a 6-yard run. The extra point was good, made it 7-6. Then at 5:37 in the second, Jody Mauser, a 1-yard run. 2-point conversion, no good, which leaves us here at 12-7. Rogers gives it off to Nathan Harris around the left side, pounds his way across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Brings up second down.
Jason Noel over to force him out of bounds. Still picked up about 5.
Good run by Nathan Harris. Very talented backfield for the Danville Admirals. Once again, their quarterback is number 7, Colin Rogers. He's a 6'3", 200-pound junior. Rogers hands off to Harris, going around to the right side of the far side of the field. He's at the 20, 21, 22-yard line before going down close to a first down. That'll bring up now 3rd and short for Danville.
That really could have been a big play for Corbin, or a big series for Corbin right there, had they been able to get some points on the board right there, because Danville, as we both know, they can explode at any minute.
Well, I guess that time Harris had enough for the first down, so it'll be first down and 10 for Danville from the 22-yard line, counting down to 8 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. And on the first down play, straight up the middle that time for Danville, goes number 45. Let me check him here for you. That is Robbie Wilson, the big fullback. Wilson, no gain on the play.
Shane Romines in that time to make the stop for Corbin. Shane, only a sophomore.
12-7, Hounds on top. Second down, 10 to go from the 22-yard line for the team in blue, Danville. Handoff goes to Gray. He's got room to the 25, 30, shake and bake up to the 32, 35-yard line. And that's enough for the first down. Finally, Pat McCowan, Chad Adams, and Jason Eastup to bring him down, but Joel Gray, he's a little guy. If you check him on the chart here, Joel is 5'8", 150 pounds. He's a senior, and he got out there in some open area and used that speed for the first down for Danville at the 35-yard line.
Good quickness for Danville as they're able to get outside, and as Coach Rusty Onks came down and told us, he said, if we can stop the outside game, we can win the football game.
Handoff, reverse goes to Harris. Oh, he's going to be dropped for a loss of a couple of yards. Let's see who that was in there to get him.
Tackle was by Okuma and Sargent.
Okuma, number 20 in there on the tackle. Also number 64, Sean Sargent. That'll bring up now second down and a loss of a yard, 11. Second and 11 now for Danville. 7.5 left to go here in the third period. Corbin leads it 12-7 at the Thoroughbred Bowl. Gray goes out wide to the right side. Here is Rogers running out to the right side on the keeper. Lots of room. Finally taken down at the 42.
Tackle was by McCowan.
Pat McCowan hit him right at the ankles and knocked him down. Didn't really tackle him, just hit him at the ankles and knocked him down. So that'll bring up now a third down and a couple of yards for Danville for the first. They'll have to cross the 46-yard line to get the first down. Ball's on the 44.
Corbin with some changes in there as Shane Creekmore and Mauser now go in on defense. Coming out is Chris Shackelford, Pat McCowan, and also Romines comes out.
Had a lot of yards give up on the keeper that time, Burley. Wishbone in behind Colin Rogers. He keeps it again. He's across the 50, 45, down to the 42-yard line. Inside Corbin territory, another first down for Danville, and the quarterback, Colin Rogers, just keeping it and eating up a lot of yardage here on the last couple of plays. Adams and Eastep on the tackle that time for the Hounds with 6:44 left to go, third period.
It's tough to stop. The option is, and we're definitely having problems with it outside right now. They're not able to run from tackle to tackle very much, but they are getting on us outside.
So Danville football. They'll line it up this time in the wing. Pitch out goes left side to Harris. Little room for Harris to the 40, 35, down to the 30, 25. Jody Mauser coming up out of his safety position to take him down at the 25-yard line. And looks like Harris might have been shaken up a bit as he fell on the football that time. Usually I'll knock the breath out of you, so we'll see how badly shaken up Harris is. Looks like he's going to get up, but all the way down to the 25-yard line for Danville. Trailing 12-7, but pushing deep inside Corbin territory. And they're going to spot the ball on the 23. Well, it's nice football weather, the Thoroughbred Bowl. Corbin missed it last year, didn't play. Went off and played in the, what was it, Recreation Bowl?
Yes.
That Corbin played in, but
Dixie Heights.
Right, back here in the Thoroughbred Bowl again.
Bell County, I understand, was a big winner up there tonight in the Recreation Bowl.
That's what we heard, yeah. Oh, well, Bell County, they've got that program on some solid footing.
They sure do.
Even though I do think that Corbin's going to kick butt here in a couple of weeks. But, Bell County, you can't win them all. You got to keep that in mind. I don't make predictions, I just predict.
You just tell it like it is, don't
That's right. Say it like it's going to be. Nathan Harris looks to be okay. No, seriously, I got a lot of friends up in Bell County, and I do want to say that I have the utmost respect for the football program. I want to congratulate them on having such an outstanding program, winning 3A last year. Danville football. Rogers fakes to the first guy, gives to the second person, which is Gray, and Gray goes down to the 20-yard line, brings up a second down. The little guy, Joel Gray, number 11, 5'8", 150 pounds. He's a senior. Of course, we remember the other little guy, probably goes about the same as Joel Gray, that was really a thorn in Corbin's side last year, by the name of J.D. Harris of Rockcastle County.
And he's back.
He's back. He's back. Rogers rolling out to the right side. He has no room. Rogers taken down. Pat McCowan once again on the tackle, and, you know, Burley Pat's not putting bruising tackles on these guys, but he's getting them right around the ankles, and that's what you got to do. If you get them at the ankles, you can knock them down.
But they're not getting away, and that's right. You know, down here when you get close to the goal line, that's of utmost importance.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 from the 15-yard line for Danville with 5.5 left to go here in the third period. Corbin leading 12-7. Each team has had one possession here in the second half. Colin Rogers, the QB. He's going to send out to the right side over there in the wing-back position. Gray, Rogers looking to pass those over the middle. Intercepted. Nope. Knocked down. Dropped at the last minute. Almost intercepted by Frankie Helton. But still, even though he did not come up with a football, a big play by number 11, Frankie Helton.
Well, it was. Frankie nearly picked that thing off right there. I'm still confused as to why Danville didn't try the option or try to get outside again, because that's what's worked for them. But, they haven't asked me about one play tonight.
I think it shows confidence. I think Sam Hart thinks his team can get this 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 2 from the 15-yard line, and it's going to be a first down for Danville, looks like. Handoff straight up the middle.
Yeah, he nearly broke that one.
Yeah, Wilson.
Well, wait a minute now.
Wilson carries the football enough for the first down, so it's going to be now first down and 10 for Danville from the 11-yard line with 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the third period. They have a wide out to the left side. Wishbone in behind the quarterback, Rogers. Pitches out to Gray. Gray down to the 10. Spins his way down to about the 6-yard line. Brings up second down. Well, looked like Gray's going to be stopped short that time. As a matter of fact, just about the line of scrimmage, but he kind of spun away and made it all the way down to the 6-yard line. It'll bring up now 2nd and 5 for Danville from the 6.
Time getting away here in the third quarter, Dave.
Well, both teams controlling the ball. Only one offensive possession each. Rogers is going to keep it, and he has lots of room. He may be in. He is. Touchdown, Colin Rogers, and the Danville Admirals around the right side. That makes it 13-12, Danville on top. With 4:15 left to go here in the third quarter.
Well, all of Danville's success has came outside, and it seems to be along that right side. As they run that option, naturally they probably would with a right-handed quarterback, but having a lot of success outside.
So Danville lines it up here for the extra point. 13-12, 4:15 to go. And they're going to go for two. The wishbone in there behind Rogers. He's dropping back to throw it to someone. Lobs it off in the end zone. Caught for the two-point conversion. Number 88, Ernie Lake on the catch. And that'll make it 15-12. Danville on top with 4:15 left to go in the third period. We'll take a break and be right back. This is Red Hound Football on WCTT T107.
Rogers pass from Mr. Lake for the two-point conversion.
We're going to score this time, Lou. Do. Pierce was telling me on these, like when we're late getting back, like we was after first, if we just keep quiet, it'd be better for him. He'd like to put some crowd noise in.
Oh.
Like when I'm talking to the station and saying, hurry, hurry, hurry. Kind of screws his stuff. He has to block it out. So I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Well, kickoff by Danville, fielded by Pat McCowan back at about the 15-yard line. He goes to the 30 down there in a sea of blue, and it'll be Corbin football, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, third period. Still lots of time. Danville on top by a score of 15-12. Once again, Corbin scored. 6:21 in the first period. Chris Okuma, 2-yard run. Extra point was blocked. Corbin scored again. 5:37 in the second. Jody Mauser, a 1-yard run. 2-point conversion, no good. That's Corbin's 12 points. For Danville at 10:55 in the second, Colin Rogers, the quarterback, a 6-yard run. Extra point good, made him 7-6 on top of Corbin. And just a moment ago, 4:15 in the third, Colin Rogers, a 6-yard run. Once again, the quarterback, 2-point conversion was good, which makes it 15-12. Danville on top of Corbin. There is a Corbin player down right now, and that is, I think, Pat McCowan. Trainers are out to check Pat McCowan out. You know, this is an outstanding football facility, Burley. This field, I don't know if I've seen a high school field that's in better shape than this one.
Well, there's a lot of tradition here, Dave. Tate's Creek is state champion. They also have an extremely good soccer program, an outstanding high school here. Ken Cox, former Corbin Knight, the principal. So, you know, they do a great job here.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Got a guy from Corbin, principal of the school. You probably don't have a good football field.
Oh, you're always thinking.
Yeah, football runs deep in the blood of the Corbin people. But like you pointed out earlier, a good crowd. I think this third year I've been up here for the Thoroughbred Bowl, and no, fourth year as a matter of fact, this is the best crowd that I've seen here for the second game since I've been coming up here to the Thoroughbred Bowl.
It's the coolest weather we've had, too, and that might be the reason. It seems like it's been awful hot in past years, and a little bit of better weather this year, so.
Pat McCowan is up. He was the injured player. He's up. He's not walking as of yet.
Quite sure what's wrong with Pat.
Somebody had taken a knee in the thigh or something like that, Burley. Of course, you know how that hurts.
Seems to be walking off okay, though.
Yeah, he's walking off on his own power and looking pretty good. So Pat McCowan comes off. It's Corbin football. The Red House trailing 15-12. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Doubleheader here in the first game. Paducah-Tillman defeated Fort Thomas Highlands. And you know, to be totally honest, we didn't catch the final score of that game. We was off trying to
25-19.
get on the air. 25-19. Paducah-Tillman defeated Fort Thomas Highlands in the first game. In the backfield for Corbin, Willoughby, Phillips, and Okuma. The inverted wishbone as Mauser takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Okuma. Not much there. About the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. Brings up second down for the Hounds.
Corbin needs to have a good play now or do something to get a little momentum back. They seem like that last touchdown has winded them a little bit, and McCown going out injured, so they need a good play right here to maybe regain some of that momentum. Still a lot of time left in this game. No time for panic right now.
Corbin working off the right hash marks, the ends. Mark Mims, Frankie Hilton, they're in tight. Corbin lines it up full house in the backfield in the T as Mauser gets set to take the snap. He's looking for some room, nowhere to go. The ball is loose. I don't know, I guess maybe Mauser was able to hang on to it and fall down on it after no gain. Brings up third down for Corbin. Not much happening for the Hounds on this offensive possession.
Pat McCown still out, so you know that's a pretty good blow for Corbin. He caught the big long Hail Mary pass there right before halftime. It nearly gave Corbin another shot for a score.
Yeah, well, as we look down on the sideline, we can see Patrick down there, and he's bent over. Looks to be in some pain. Corbin 3rd and 9. Mauser, he'll have to throw it. Looking, throws for Estep. It's incomplete. And the Hounds will have to punt this one away. Throwing for Jason Estep up at about the 43-yard line. Corbin will punt it. First punt of the game for the Hounds, even though they trail here by a score of 15-12 with 2:35 to go in the third period of play. And once again, that time, Burley, I really thought maybe that the Danville player was bodying up there to Jason before the football ever got there. Matt Phillips do the kicking. He'll punt from the 23-yard line. Oh, a nice kick. Drives Joel Gray all the way back to the 30, down to the 25, down to the 24. The flag's flying. It was a clip against Danville. That'll put the Admirals back even farther. Yeah, Danville player definitely hit a Corbin player in the back that time.
I don't like officiating either, but I'm going to show you something here. This official standing right here where the clip was. See the flag where it's at?
Yeah, he didn't call it, right?
He sure didn't.
But it did get called nonetheless. I think they've not showed any indication yet, but the flag did fly right at the point of the clip, so you'd have to figure that's what the call is.
And if it's, if Corbin commits a violation and we see it that way, we'll tell you that too.
Sure, yeah. Sure we will.
Unless we're behind.
Well, see what the official's going to do. I don't know. They're not moving the football.
I believe we're going to get it back for some reason. Well, I'll tell you what may have, again, I don't know all the rules, but what may have happened right here is the violation came before Danville had possession of the ball, so that'll give Corbin a first down.
It does. You're right.
So that
we'll take it.
Is a break.
Whoa, so good call there, Burley Foley. So first down for the Hounds now. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A big break for Corbin on an offensive possession there, which definitely was going nowhere. You get a clip against Danville. Like you said, occurred before Danville actually had the football. Occurred while the ball was in the air, so therefore Corbin will get the 10 yards on their possession, and that'll put them up to a first down at the 42. 2:24 left to go, third period. Corbin trails 15-12 in the Thoroughbred Bowl, the Thoroughbred Bowl Classic. And the Hounds need something. Working off the right hash mark. The quarterback, Jody Mauser, in the backfield. Matt Phillips, Chris Okuma, Brent Willoughby. Mauser takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Phillips. Nowhere to go for Matt. No gain on the play. That'll bring up second down.
Danville over pursuing in there pretty good right now and really getting a lot of people to the ball. Not an impressive last few minutes for Corbin offensively. They need to have a good play here. This might be it.
So Corbin faces a second down and still 10 with a minute and a half to go in the third. Right in the middle of the field, wide out to the right side, or in tight on the right side, is number 12, Jason Eastep. In the backfield, Willoughby and Okuma. Phillips also back there. Mauser looking to pass. He's going to keep it himself up to the left. He's at the 45 and dives his way to the 48, 49-yard line. Good play that time by the QB, Jody Mauser. That'll bring up third down and short for Corbin.
Jody turned what looked to be a terrible play into something really nice there as he made a good spin move that enabled him to pick up another 4, 5, 6 yards.
Yeah, Corbin offensively, Burley, just doesn't look very sharp right now. That, like you say, that was a play right there that came out of nothing.
Well, one thing to take note now, one of their offensive weapons, Pat McCown's out of the game.
Wide out to the right, Frankie Hilton. Mauser is going to hand it off. Okuma has the ball knocked loose. It's still loose. Dived on by a Corbin player. Let's see what the signal is. It will go to Danville. Yeah, Danville player came right out of there with it. Corbin player was on it, but a Danville player came in and took it away. I couldn't catch all the numbers, but it'll be Danville football. With 43 seconds to go in the third, leading 15-12.
Well, tough break for Corbin right there. They really need to shut them down here.
And Okuma just about enough that time for the first down, Burley, but had the ball stripped just as he got to the first down marker. So Danville football. Quarterback Colin Rogers with a wishbone in behind him. He'll hand it off to number 23. That's Ben Kinley, and Kinley takes it down to the 45-yard line.
Danville able to pick up 5 and 6 yards just about every play now, Dave.
Yeah, the momentum definitely on Danville's side right now. As we get set to close out the third quarter, this will be the final play of the third as Colin Rogers is going to pitch back to Harris, hit behind the line of scrimmage and dumped at the 46-yard line. And that'll end the third period of play. At the end of 3, it is Danville 15, Corbin 12. We'll be back with fourth and final quarter. This is Red Hound football on WCTT T107.
Loss of the yard. The end of the third quarter. Danville 15, Corbin 12.
Oh, thanks, sir. Said thank you, sir. $11:15. Well, one more period to play. The Danville Admirals lead Corbin by a score of 15-12. Corbin's on top at halftime, 12-7. But Danville will put the only points on the board in that third period to lead it by a score out 15-12. And Danville right now facing a third down and 4. The ball on the 46-yard line of Corbin. Colin Rogers, the QB for Danville, has his wishbone lined up behind him. And we're ready to go with fourth and final period action. Rogers pitches out left side, and Joel Gray spins out of a... Oh, and then he's dropped back at about the 48-yard line. Spun right away from a Corbin player, but he spun backwards, and another Corbin player dumped him back on the 48-yard line.
Well, that might have been the momentum changer for Corbin right there. It's a big defensive play as it brings up fourth down. Good defense by Corbin that time as they came hard in there and forced Danville back the other way, and pursuit was good there also as Okuma came up with the tackle.
So Danville will punt. Pat McCowan, Jason Eastep back to receive on the 15-yard line. Here is the punt. It's going to be a high, long punt bouncing Corbin's way. It's going to bounce upfield, knocked down by Danville on the 20. So Corbin has it now, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Well, make it the 22-yard line.
Well, the crowd picks up now as I see the coaching staff trying to stir them up over on the sideline, as they might say up in the holler.
Well, this, as we'd say on the holler, this Corbin offense has not been all that hot here in the second half.
No, it hadn't, but I feel like they'll come here.
Well, they've only had 2 possessions. Well, actually 3 possessions, I guess, if you count that penalty against Danville that gave it back to Corbin a while ago. But The Red Hounds need to get something going offensively, trailing 15-12. We're down to 10:50 left to go in the football game. Way out to the left side, the far side of the field is Jason Eastelp. The handoff goes straight up the middle. Nowhere to go for the Corbin ball carrier. McCowan, and he's down again. Pat McCowan just came back into the football game, and he carries straight up the middle and goes right back down. He went out injured earlier. So, Pat McCowan back down.
Well, that's a tough blow because, you know, getting into the type of offense that probably may have to here, should time whittle on down past one of those guys that you would like to throw the football to. Coach Adams called an excellent game tonight. Had it inside, outside, has thrown it at unpredictable times. So I see Scott Hart getting his headgear on. Scott only a sophomore. 5'2", 156. Be tough to find him in there.
Yeah. How'd you see him down there, 5'2"? But as you said, Scott is getting ready maybe to check into the football game.
He's small, but I'm going to tell you what he is. He has great balance and good quickness.
And Scott is in number 36. Pat McCowan still down. Pat shaking up pretty good. He was hurt earlier in the football game. He had just checked back in. Got the ball on that play, ran it straight up the middle, and he's hurt again. 10:37 left to go here in the fourth and final period. Danville on top 15-12. Very first Corbin Red Hound football game of the season, and the Hounds trailing number 1 ranked Danville by 3 in the Thoroughbred Bowl. Corbin with a very demanding schedule. They'll be taking on Kaywood next Friday night. We'll have that game for you here on T107 and WCTT as Corbin travels to Harlan. The week after that, Corbin takes on the defending 3A champion, Bell County. The week after that, Corbin travels to Glasgow to take on a team that beat Corbin at Corbin last year. Little revenge factor working there. And then the week after that, Corbin will entertain Everett's, a team that also beat Corbin last year, with Kentucky's Mr. Football, Scott Russell. Ran all over the Hounds up at Everett's.
Had a great game. Probably one of the better games of his career, considering the competition he was playing. But I thought he was a good football player. I really did. I'm surprised more schools didn't go after Scott Russell. But
you know, saw Scott. He also played basketball for Everett's. And when Corbin played Everett's in basketball up at Everett's, really got a chance to see how small, though, that Scott Russell was. And really, I was like everyone else. I was getting into this thing. Why doesn't Kentucky get him? Why don't they get him? Why don't they get Scott Russell? He's Mr. Football. Sign him up. Let him play. But really, after seeing him, as small as he was, I don't think he could have played at UK. I'll have to be honest. He's a very small guy. Real small.
Can't play if they don't sign him.
That's true.
Hey, Davis mentioned other area football teams last night playing, doing well. I understand Williamsburg, I think, won. Lynn Camp a winner. Whitley County also a winner, I think, last night. See, is there any more? South Laurel beat Tates Creek, and pretty nice win for South Laurel after the split.
Saw where North Laurel lost their first game, though, as a football team. Got beat by Jessamine County last night.
Well,
got some games going on tonight. Bell County, like you said, playing Dixie Heights. I understand Bell County, from what we were told here, put a pretty good whooping on Dixie Heights. And Clay County entertaining Mercer County in the Appalachian Bowl at Clay County tonight. Well, it's Red Hound football, 2nd and 10. The ball on the 23-yard line. Mauser's going to pitch it back to Scott Hart. Nowhere to go for Scott after a gain of about a yard on the play. He is dropped. Once again, Scott Hart is number 36. He is a 5'2" sophomore, 156 pounds. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 for Corbin with 10 minutes left to go here in the football game. The Hounds trail 15-12. And Pat McCowan, we see him laying over here on the edge of the track. The trainers all working on him. Pat's shaking up pretty good. Corbin working off the left hash mark. In the backfield, Phillips and Okuma. Wide out to the left, Frankie Helton. Mauser looking to pass, rolling out to the left. He's going to keep it himself. He's at the 25, 26, 27.
Here's the ball carrier.
And not enough for the first down on that 3rd down play. So we'll see what Corbin's going to do here. Well, we still got the ball on the
Personal foul against Danville.
personal foul against Danville. That'll give Corbin the first down.
Oh,
Big
wow.
break.
What a break.
Big break for the Hounds. I wonder what the holdup was all about there. As once again, a Corbin player was hit after he was out of bounds. That's happened twice this football game against Danville. You know, the guy's out of bounds laying there, Burley. You can't jump on him. That's pretty obvious. That's going to move it all the way up to the 44-yard line. First and 10 from there for Corbin. 9:45 to go here in the contest. The Hounds trailing by 3, 15-12. Working off the left hash mark. Frankie Helton. In tight at the right side. Full house in the backfield. Mauser looking for some blockers. Nowhere to go. Drop for a loss back at the 39. Or the 41, make it.
Well, Danville came with about 4 or 5 people that time. We either had some blocking assignments or we just didn't get it done, because as soon as Jody tried to sprint to the left, 4 Danville defenders were right there.
Down to 9:15 to go. Second and 13 for Corbin after a loss of 3 on that play. Full house backfield for the Hounds. Mauser in the quarterback working off the left hash mark. He's looking back to pass. He's looking. He's going to let her fly. He's got Jason Eastelp. Caught by Jason Eastelp. Yes, indeed, down at the 33-yard line. And the Danville players don't like the call. They say he was out of bounds. I don't know. I can be honest, I did not see where Steve was at. He was very close on the end line, but the officials say he was in, so we'll take it from there.
I said I promised him we'd call him. I would say him.
Was he out, Burley?
I just take it back.
So Corbin lines up now in the power eye this time. Handoff's going to go to Okuma down to the 27, 26-yard line. Chris made about 2 or 3 yards of that on his own against the Danville defense. No blockers. He was just struggling against them. Now bring up now second down and short for the Hounds.
Pretty physical football game out there, Dave. A lot of popping and stopping going on now.
Well, I said second and short, actually 2nd and 5 here for Corbin. Working off the left hash mark. The football is on the 27-yard line. In the backfield, Matt Phillips, Chris Okuma, Brent Willoughby. They line it up in the T, straight across. Mauser fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, nowhere to go, but he does cross to about the 24-yard line, bringing up a 3rd down. You know, Burley, sometimes it looks like a couple of times tonight Jody's looked for somebody to pitch to, and they've just not been there, and he's had to eat the ball himself.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually a broken play on that particular one right there. I'm like you, and I'm not sure whether there's confusion there or what's going on, but that I agree with you.
That time Jody definitely looked back like he was looking to throw the ball to someone. Nobody was there, so he kept it himself and made a couple of yards. 3rd and 3 now for Corbin. 7:50 to go in the football game. Mauser, handoff's going to go to Okuma. He's got the first down of the 20. 1st and 10 for the Corbin Redhounds from the 20-yard line.
Corbin very much in this football game, Dave.
Momentum. The momentum, like you say, Corbin looked a little bit beaten after the Danville touchdown, but the momentum has switched. And now Corbin looks like a team that's fired up.
And they're using the clock, too, which I'm sure they're happy about that.
Corbin working off the left hash marks. 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Full house in the backfield. Handoff's going to go to Willoughby. Willoughby pushes his way down to the 15 and takes about 3 Danville players on down to the 14-yard line. Number 46, Brent Willoughby running off the left tackle. Corbin out of that inverted wishbone again that time.
They call that their pig set, I think, and that's where they just set 2 backs right up in there. And as Coach Ferris would say, they're only guards, one line off the yard of scrimmage in there, and they just try to get all they can and push everybody back.
You know, normally, I remember the first couple of years I did Corbin football, but that was a short yardage play, but I see that used more and more on the long yardage plays than it was a couple of years ago. Corbin football as Mauser's going to hand it off to Matt Phillips. He bowls down to the 10. Dropped back to about the 11 or 12, but I think the spot's going to go down near the 10-yard line.
If it is, it ought to be close to a 1st down. It's going to be just short.
It'll bring up 3rd and very short for Corbin here. 6 minutes and a half left to go in the football game. The Hounds down by 3, but driving. Spot's going to go on the 11. So Corbin facing a 3rd and 1.
First down here could be the football game, Dave.
Good time for a quarterback sneak, I think. Like I say, on Monday Night Football, I always use the quarterback sneak every play. See what the Hounds do. Mauser's underneath. He takes it. He's going to hand it off, and Brent Willoughby's got the first down of the 7-yard line. Well, it didn't take my advice and do the old quarterback sneak, but still, a first down's a first down, and Corbin is going to have the football on the 7-yard line.
Check as Matt Phillips that time running hard in there. Corbin offensively now has a surge. Went dead just a little bit there in the second half, but really playing Corbin football now in what they call 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but it's doing an extremely good job right now.
Once again, instead of Brent Willoughby, Matt Phillips on the carry that time. Frankie Hilton, Mark Mims, the ends. Power eye formation back there behind Mauser. He's going to hand it off to Phillips, and Phillips is down near the goal line at about the 2.
Put that ball away, Matt.
On the door.
Put that ball away, Matt. Matt running very, very hard in there as he gets down close for a score right here.
Well, the Corbin fans now starting to get up and chant here to biz. They maybe feel their team is going to get something going. Second down, ball on the 2-yard line. And we got a timeout. So we'll take a break. 15-12 Danville, but Corbin knocking on the door. This is Red Hound football on WCTT T107. Pardoon. Yeah, we'll have a little, me and Burley just chat a little bit, be about it. There's nothing sold or anything.
Wouldn't matter, we wouldn't do it anyway. Wouldn't matter, we wouldn't do it anyway.
We don't care.
They paid us.
Pardon? No, they won't talk here at the game. They won't talk for the game either. They just won't talk. Can't help it. Salespeople learn to have to consult with me before they sell this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Now we can get caught from here on out. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the football game. 15-12. Danville on top of Corbin in the Thoroughbred Bowl. Ball's on the 2-yard line. It's second down for Corbin. Power eye, left side formation. Handoff goes to Phillips. He jumps over, touchdown. Matt Phillips of the Corbin Red Hounds.
Good second effort that time by Matt Phillips as Danville got down low in on a bigger lineman, but Matt went up and over the top for a touchdown. And Matt Phillips deserves a spotlight at this point because he's done a good job for Corbin, and he's a key in this offense.
On that drive, he definitely was the big key, and looks like Corbin's going to try for the extra point here, leading 18-15. Of course, the extra point would put Corbin on top by 4, which would keep Danville out of field goal range. Phillips will also do the kicking. Big extra point here, brother, when you look at it, because Danville will have to get a touchdown to win the ball game. They can't even tie with a field goal. Phillips kicks. It looks good. No, off to the right side. So it's going to stay at 18-15, 5:12 to go. This is Red Hound football on WCTT T107. Get him out as quick as you can here at the game. We ought to hang around here and chat with people a few hours. That's right.
It's 11:30 now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Five minutes, 12 seconds left to go. 18-15. Corbin on top. The Hounds getting ready to kick it off. Going to kick it flat at the 40-yard line. No tee. As Phillips gets a pretty good kick away, though. It's going to be taken by Danville down at the 20, 25, 30, and dumped at the 32-yard line. In there on the tackle for Corbin, Brian Jones.
Byron Jones, he's been there all night on special teams. Fantastic job that time by Byron.
Todd Harris, number 15 on the carry, and Byron takes him down. Looks like he has pretty good yardage going, but he takes him down on the 31-yard line. And it's Danville football, and going around to the left side up to about the 36, 37-yard line. Check the ball carrier for it. I think that was Wilson on the carry that time, maybe. With 4 minutes 40 to go, Danville feeling a little bit of desperation here. Second down and 4 for the Admirals. Sending the wide out to the right side. Staggered backfield as Rogers going to keep it. He's hit from behind, but he takes it anyway and goes all the way down to the 44, 45-yard line. That's enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Danville from the 45. That time Rogers, a Corbin player, hit him in the back, but it wasn't a hard enough hit to bring him down. He just lowered his head and kept on going up to the 45.
Well, Danville wants to keep in a run situation here because they can throw the ball. Big kid's got a strong arm, but they would rather try to get on that end and get it in there.
Rogers hands off to the left side. Wilson on the carry across to the 50. A bunch of Corbin players and on the tackle that time. Takes him down, brings up second down for Danville. Important for Corbin to get a stop here. A stop by Corbin, and they might win this football game. It would be tough on Danville if they have to give the football up, but of course, figure with 3:45 left to go, they're in 4-down territory from here on out. Second down and 5 now for the Admirals. Danville has to get to the 45. They're right on the 50. Setting it up in the wing. Colin Rogers hands off to Gray. Second man through, and he's got the first down to the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Danville from the 44.
They're coming quickly.
Very quickly. But the clock wasting away here. It stopped right now on 3:28. Of course, the clock stops after a first down while they move the chains. And 1st and 10 for Danville from the 44-yard line. Corbin on top, 18-15. And once again, they're setting it up in the wing. Harris the wing back. Rogers on the keeper, 40, 38, 37-yard line. Well, the option has really hurt Corbin a lot in this football game, Burley.
Well, Danville's going to hurt a lot of people with that option because the quarterback's a heady kid. They got a good, strong fullback running in there, and they got that quickness outside. It's tough. It has been tough on us, and it's going to be tough on other people.
And Corbin's going to call a timeout here with 2:50 left to go in the football game. On top, 18-15. We'll be right back. This is Red Hound football on WCTT T107.
Hey, somebody get real mean, stick somebody.
What do you call a timeout for?
You want to switch just, man, they're driving it down his throat. They got 3 fucking minutes to get down there. No problem. Good deal.
I wouldn't call it a timeout. No way.
Didn't mean to make you mad, man.
Ah, jeez. Sorry. Won't ask him no more, will we?
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Danville football 2nd and 4. Rogers on the keep again. And I think he probably has enough for the first down. Crossing the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Yes, that is enough for the first down for Colin Rogers and the Danville Admirals. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. The clock is stopped right now. Danville has the football on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. The Admirals trying to drive and retake the lead. Handoff. Well, Rogers on the keep, taken down by Chad Adams. Good play by Chad as he knocks Colin Rogers down after a gain of only about a yard, half yard on the play that time. It'll bring up second down. That could have been the play that Corbin needed right there, Foley.
It really was. Chad made a nice play there as it looked like he came hard inside, and that's really going to take some time off the clock right here. Danville just about has to put it in the air soon.
Number 87, Robbie Langford's wide out to the right side. Rogers hands to the second person through, and still running with the football is Gray. He was down to the 26, taken back to the 27 or 28. The spot will be right around the 26, though, and that'll bring up a third down for the Admirals. 1 minute, 50 seconds left to go in the football game.
I don't know what kind of kicker Danville has, but they're, another 10 yards and they'll be in range, I feel like.
The Danville Admirals. Rogers on the keep. Matt Phillips hits him from behind, and he's going to go down close to the first down. I think he's going to be just a hair short, maybe. Nope, he got it. First down for Colin Rogers and the Danville Admirals. So with a minute and a half to go. Ball will be spotted on the 21-yard line. First and 10 from there for Danville. The clock continues to roll down. The crowd rises to their feet. This one is going to the wire. Colin Rogers, the quarterback, has his wishbone lined up behind him. Takes a long count, looks to pass, going to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught by Lake, and Lake is dropped on the 1-yard line. Caught the Red Hounds by surprise that time. Ernie Lake on the reception all the way down to the 1. And it'll be Danville, first and goal from the 1-yard line with a minute, 11 seconds left to go.
Well, they just isolated us in there one-on-one, and we'd been looking run, and be honest, I guess we just got caught asleep right there.
So Danville with the clock down to a minute now. Rogers, he'll keep it himself and take it in. Touchdown, Colin Rogers and the Danville Admirals. Colin Rogers picks up his third TD for Danville. He's got them all in this ball game. With 1 minute to go in the fourth period.
Well, Jody Mauser will have 1 minute to bring Corbin back.
In to kick the extra point, number 82, John Vanderpool. The kick is up and no good. So it's 21-18 with a minute left to go. We'll be back with this final minute in a moment. This is, well, wait just a moment. Got a flag on the play. Let's check the flag before we take the break. And I think it's probably going to be against Danville.
Too many men on the field.
And it is. Too many men against Danville. So we'll take the break here. 21-18 Danville. 1 minute left to go. This is Red Hound football on WCTT T107.
Good chance that'll be taken. And that football kicker will shoot.
Yeah, minute's a long time. Minute's a pretty long time.
No timeouts.
It's true.
May have a pencil.
Fill mine out, man.
For Corbin, number 11, Mikey Helton, number 27, Michael Wyatt, and number 36, Scott Hart.
Well, Danville kicks it off. It's an onside kick recovered by Corbin at the 48-yard line. Whoa, I don't know about that, Burley Foley. Why would you try an onside kick here with your ahead by 3 points with a minute left to go? That's well, Corbin some outstanding field position. Outstanding.
If Corbin comes back and wins this game, if I was this guy, I wouldn't be in the local hot dog stands.
Well, the Corbin Red Hounds have 55 seconds and counting down to make up a 3-point deficit. Quarterback Jody Mauser has 3 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Takes a snap, rolling back to pass. Looking, still looking, lets it fly long. He's got a man. He stepped down there. It's going to be knocked away and out of bounds, incomplete at the 20-yard line. That'll stop the clock on 38 seconds. Bringing up second down for the Hounds. Still on their own 49-yard line after the onside kick try by Danville.
Well, we're going to have 3 shots at it, looks like, anyway.
Matt Phillips comes off. Timeout called for by Danville. We'll just keep it here during the timeout. Well, the way the scorings went, Corbin scored first at 6:21 in the first period. Chris Okuma, a 2-yard run. Extra point was no good. Corbin led 6-0 then. At 10:53 to go in the first period, Colin Rogers of Danville, a 6-yard run. Extra point was good, made it 7-6 Danville. At 5:37 in the second period, Jody Mauser, a 1-yard run. 2-point conversion, no good. Made it 12-7 Corbin. That's the way it stood at the end of the half. In the third period, Colin Rogers, a 6-yard run. The 2-point conversion was good, and that made it a 15-12 football game. Danville on top. In the third period, with 5:12 left to go, Matt Phillips, a 2-yard run. The extra point was no good. That made it 18-15 Corbin. And with 1 minute to go, just about a half a minute away, Colin Rogers again, a 1-yard run. The extra point was no good, and that leaves it where it is right now, 21-18. Danville on top with 38 seconds left to go in the football game.
Win or lose, this has been a nice opening game.
Sure has.
It's been a good game.
Well, you know, these two teams probably, if you look down the line, could be headed for a rematch later on, Burley, maybe in the playoffs, and this is a good indication here of how they're going to stack up, I think. Corbin has football on the 49-yard line, second down and 10. Definitely a passing situation.
Mauser is out here.
Mauser is. He's wide out to the left side there. Here's a snap. Dropping back to pass is Wyatt. He sold it. Oh, Mauser had it at the 30, went right through his hands and incomplete. That'll bring up third down. Well, Lance Wyatt that time took over at the quarterback spot, and Jody Mauser went out wide to the left side, and Wyatt had him, but Mauser didn't hold the football.
Really, yeah. Good pass by Lance Wyatt there. They snuck Jody out here, real quick. And,
yeah, that was catchable. That was a very catchable pass that time, and Jody did not catch it.
Well, you got to understand, Jody's been in there beating and banging and playing quarterback, and this is new to him, and Danville takes another timeout.
Another timeout for the Admirals, so we'll take a break here. 32 seconds left to go, 21-18 Danville. This is Red Hound football on WCTG T107.
Championship and runner-up trophies and our final play will take place immediately following the conclusion of the game.
Yeah. Now after the game, take 1 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and chat for a minute, and then when I say good night, then do the outro. We don't have one, I don't reckon. Sponsored by who? Well, I guess after we get through talking, play the Dairy Queen spot and then the outro.
Then we'll get out of here.
2 spots. Okay. All right, we'll work it out. Well, Corbin, only a couple of downs left to go here. They've got a third down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Definitely going to have to pass. Lance Wyatt in at quarterback. Jody Mauser goes wide to the left. Wyatt looking back to pass. He's still looking. He's going to have to eat the football, and he's down on the line of scrimmage at the 49. Nobody to throw to, and Corbin is down to 1 down with 23 seconds left to go. And Burley, definitely you need at least a first down here to have a chance maybe to get one more playoff.
Well, you do, and the unfortunate thing there, had Lance been able to get outside or get out of bounds here, we would have had another timeout and maybe a chance to set up with a field goal. Right now, it's going to be extremely difficult to tie or win the game, but, Lance with a pretty good arm, and we'll have one more shot at it.
Well, it's been a good football game. Corbin does trail 21-18. Nice drive by Danville to go into the lead after trailing 18-15. The Admirals pulled the old sneak attack and hit the tight end Ernie Lake for a 20-yard gain. He took it from the 21 down about the 1-yard line. The quarterback Colin Rogers took it in after that on the very next play, putting Danville ahead.
Next week we'll be in Kaywood, right?
Absolutely. Kaywood Trojans, a team that beat Corbin 2 years in a row. Corbin got Kaywood last year. But Kaywood did beat Corbin 2 years in a row. They beat Corbin in the year that they were the AA runners-up in the state. Kaywood beat them at Kaywood that year. Or beat them at Corbin that year, I think. Well, or beat them at Kaywood that year, and Corbin beat them at, or Corbin lost to them at Corbin the following year.
One last shot here.
This is it. Lance Wyatt, still the quarterback, working off the left hash mark. 4th and 10. Wyatt back to pass. He's going to let her fly deep for Mauser. Incomplete. And that'll make it Danville football and practically the football game with only 15 seconds to go. The Admirals on top, 21-18. Well, a good try that time. Jody Mauser, good attempt to get the football. He couldn't get it. Danville player there to swat it down. Admirals have it here with only 15 seconds to go. Corbin has no timeouts left. All they have to do is call on it, and that will end the football game.
Well, Coach Adams said he would use this game as a measuring stick for his team, and I think they scored. I think they did well. Danville, an extremely good team. Some people say one of the better teams in the state. Corbin with a very, very difficult schedule this year, but they had an opportunity to win this game. We just couldn't go ahead and put it away when we needed to. We couldn't stop them defensively, really.
Yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of last year, Bernie. You look at, we lost a lot of games last year in the fourth quarter. Had leads going into the fourth quarter, and the 5 games that Corbin lost, those were lost, except for, I guess, the Everett's game. Those were lost in the fourth quarter of the second half, and this kind of reminiscent of that. As Colin Rogers just falls on the football, and time expires, and Danville has defeated Corbin in the 1992 Thoroughbred Bowl by a final score of 21-18. We'll be back with some stats, after-game stats, recap of the game, and wrap it up here from Lexington State Creek High School. This is Red Hound football on WCTT T107. Ryan the what? Oh, you don't run him after you play the outro.
I've never seen Lance.
Okay, well, I'll get a 2-minute break in. We're gonna wrap it up for TV. Let's wrap it up for TV here real quick. Here you go, Ed. Here's your wrap up. 3, 2, 1. Well, the 1992 Thoroughbred Bowl is history. Corbin has lost to Danville by a final score of 21-18. Danville scoring with 1 minute left on the clock. The quarterback, Colin Rogers, a 1-yard run, and he scored all 3 of the touchdowns in this football game for the Danville Admirals as they go to 1-0. Corbin drops to 0-1, but like Burley, you said, Coach Adams wanted to use this game as a measuring stick for his team, and well, like a pretty good indication that I think Corbin's going to have a good football team because Danville is the top-ranked team in AA.
Well, I think so. And coming into the game, a lot of people had Corbin as a heavy underdog. Naturally, the people around town never think so. A lot of good things happened here tonight, and I know anytime you have a loss, you don't look to talk about things that maybe happened good, but you always try to look back and say, what did we do wrong? But I really am pleased with this Corbin football team. They are inexperienced at a number of positions, but they fought hard. They've got a tough schedule, and they're going to win their share of games, and I feel like they'll be in the playoffs.
Okay, next week it'll be Corbin playing at Kaywood. The following week, Corbin entertains Bell County. The week after that, it's Glasgow, and then after that, a home game against Everett, and then the district schedule for the Corbin Redhounds. Well, game number 1 is complete. Corbin loses 21-18 to the Admirals of Danville. To go to 0-1 on the football season, hope you join us next week as Corbin takes on Kaywood at Kaywood. For Burley Foley, Dave King saying thanks for tuning in.
Now the champion, Danville Admirals. That was the second game of the 8th annual Thoroughbred Bowl.
That's that.
Some flowers get their trophy. The ladies consider their fourth silver for the Danville Admirals who won the championship.
I can't hear you. Say it again. Yeah, let's be it for us. How do we talk this time? Pardon?
The
Yeah. Do what? Yeah.